Hello, everybody. I'm Arun Balasubramaniam. I'm Managing Director for ServiceNow India. And it's my pleasure to talk to you for next 20 minutes, along with the esteemed guest of ours, where we're going to be discussing about how pandemic has shaped the organizations and landscape. We are partnering with Times Group, and we are doing the series called India Leadership Series, where we have the opportunity to interview the stalwarts of the industry and understand from them how they've been able to circumnavigate the challenges that have been posed by pandemic and how they've been able to thrive and get their business out of these situations. So I'm really delighted to introduce you to Mr. Thomas John Muthoot, fondly known as Johnny Muthoot. He's the chairman and managing director of Muthoot Pappachan Group, and he's also the chairman of Muthoot FinCorp, which is a leading and flagship company of Muthoot Pappachan Group. Johnny has been in the helm of the business for over 3 decades, and he started in his school days when his father was leading the business, and he's the founding chairman, Mr. Muthoot Pappachan John. He took over reins from them, and he's kind of grown the company significantly. And it's so exciting to have Johnny here talk about his experiences. Johnny, it's so wonderful to have you on the show. Firstly, I just wanted to understand from you, it's a 34-year-old legacy company, and this is such an amazing company that you've built. And you're catering to a very large and diverse base of customers here in the country. So what impact has pandemic had on your business and your customers?
Thank you, Arun, and thank you, Times Group and Arun, for having me here in this panel today morning for a discussion. If you have to ask me, before I get into anything else, I should be telling the viewers who are our customers. So in the last 134 years, we have been predominantly serving the informal sector. And our mission has been to bring the informal sector into the formal financial services. So if you typically ask who is our customer, I would say one of the common man you could see in India. 68% of our customer base has got some economic activity. That means they do something for their livelihood. So these customers are the smallest entrepreneur you could find in India, and they have been dependent on the informal sector for their financial services. But over a period of time, we are able to bring NBFCs like us is able to bring these informal customers into the mainstream financial services, by which we are collecting a lot of customer information. And this information insights, customer insights, help us to bring more products and services to these customers. We cater to more than 1 lakh of customers. Pre-COVID days, we used to cater to 1,25,000 customers on a day through our 3,700 branches across India. Post-COVID, some of these customers have moved to their base, particularly migrant informal labor. So the numbers are now around 1 lakh. But with COVID relaxation, lockdown relaxation and all that, customers would come back, and we do almost 30% of our services on a day, giving out new loans. Another 30% would be customers who come to redeem loans, and also the remaining customers would be for other services like paying up installments for two-wheeler, housing finance. So all these put together, we cater to 1 lakh of customers. Our ability, or I would say the strength for us, is to understand and to interact with these lakh of customers every day to look for what is their next financial need or any other services which these customers would want from us. So over a period of last 10-15 years, we have been continuously bringing out new products for these customers, be it the two-wheeler, which is the mode of transport for most of them, affordable housing, which ranges from 2 lakh to 15 lakh rupees, averaging 6 lakhs. Used car, again, for these customers, once they graduate from a two-wheeler, the next option for them is to buy a used car. So we provide used car loans for them. So looking at various sides of their needs, we come out with very unique products. So, we also come out with very interesting savings products for them. For these customers, there are not many avenues for savings. The first option we would give them is to save in small number, and the first option for them is to save on any asset. So for them, gold is being a asset for them to buy. So we ask them to save on a daily basis so that after 100 or 200 days, they could buy a gram or 2 grams of gold. These are all different products and services to these segment of customers, really understanding them very well. And our ability to understand these customers through customer interactions is our biggest strength.
That's really wonderful to hear. And one interesting point that you bring up, Johnny, is all about bringing new products. And I presume your organization completely believes in delivering new products for the changing customer needs. So what role has technology played in supporting your customers and also improving the productivity of your employees?
I'll just go back to the instance of the first lockdown, where we reached out to all our customers during the lockdown. We also had our offices shut during the first lockdown, and we had no clue what was happening and what is going to happen. So within 1 week into the lockdown, we started reaching out to our customers. Many of the customers who were into essentials were continuing to operate, but many of the other customers were all under lockdown. So many of these customers did not have any information as to when they're going to restart their business and how they're going to restart their financial commitments. So what we came out immediately is to create a portal, whereby we called it as a Restart India portal in July. And we started putting all our customer queries into this portal. We had some good mentors also in the portal where we could address some of these queries to them if we were not able to do that. And we reached back to customers with all kinds of assistance, whether it be it a new product or a new services or enhanced credit, not looking at what is the current relationship with us, for enabling them to restart the business. So if you look at an informal customer, many a times it is not the financial need alone that they have. They have other requirements also. We were able to cater to most of their requirements. We were able to provide them extra loans by way of new products, understanding what is it they need at this point of time to restart their business. So all these was possible with technology. So if you have to really look at the informal sector, the biggest blessing for them is the mobile phone. And the mobile phone helps them to access their suppliers, customers. It also holds money for them. We are able to top up loans through mobile with technology. And the third assistance the mobile will give them is to access their limited workforce. They all work with limited workforce, and so the mobile phone is the biggest aid for them today. And whether it is a smartphone or a feature phone, technology for them is the mobile phone. And we were able to provide many of these services through their mobile phone. We have a product I just want to mention here, which is known as the 24/7. Customer, informal customer need not have a smartphone. It can be a feature phone. They have to just send us a SMS for a top-up loan, and this top-up happens 24/7. They could take the money from their ATM, and the amount would be credited into their account, looking at what is the headroom for them to borrow from us, look at their existing relationship. So these were all products and services which we could cater through technology. Though our customers use mobile phone as the only technology assistance, we at the back end use a lot of technology. So we invest heavily in technology, and we want to make our customers also gradually adopt technology. So if we have to look at what is our next, we would want our customers to pay up our loans from their wallet. They have the today credit in their wallet. How they use that money is very important for them to understand that this wallet can be used for loan repayments. So it's a gradual education for them, and we would also take the pride in educating our informal customer how to adopt technology.
That's very interesting to hear, actually, and especially when you're catering to microfinancing customers. It's very interesting to see how just the mobile is a technology that they use. But you do have a vast number of employee base. You have over 26,000 employees spread over 3,700 branches. How do you keep them engaged, and how do you keep the motivation and productivity up for all your employees, especially during these challenging times?
So we have been encouraging our employees to start looking at upskilling themselves on various, particularly on technology. And since they cater to a segment of customers, and also looking at what is the level of technology adoption with our set of customers, it is important that our employees also upskill themselves on technology, awareness of technology, what is happening on the boundaries of our business, what is happening, and how can we use technology. So this is something which we have taken up in the last 1 year. During the lockdown and post-lockdown, we have been continuously upskilling our employees on technology. We have been incentivizing our employees also to upskill themselves on various aspects of technology.
That's wonderful to hear. And what's your vision for Muthoot Pappachan Group and Muthoot FinCorp?
If you have to look at where have been our journey so far, we have been a legacy business, having enough customer base and catering to lack of customers. This is something very comfortable sometimes, but going forward, we very well know that there is a speed at which technology is taking over and disrupting businesses. We know that how things can change overnight. Now, if you look at what has happened in the last 8 months, we would have waited for 8 years to happen, but all of a sudden, a lot of things have happened in the space, and we also are seeing a lot of this fintech. So how can we bring fintech on a hybrid model to cater to our customers? This is what we should be looking at. Fintech alone will not serve the informal sector, because the informal sector, like when there is a episode like this COVID, when customers default, a fintech just breaks the relationship, and they think that the customer is untouchable now. But the real fact, if you have a face with technology to this customer, we will understand that these customers need a support to restart their business, to continue in the business. And this is where a company like ours, where there is a face and technology, it should come together to serve these segment of customers.
That's so wonderful to hear. I think it's going to be people and technology, and looks like the future is all about how digitization is going to help accelerate your reach to your customers and employees. So that's very encouraging to hear. Any words of wisdom that you would want to share with the audience in terms of your learnings during this phase?
I think reaching out to customers and being in touch with the customers is something which really helped us. And I think every retail business, particularly, the need of the hour is to be in touch with the customer, and also the last mile employee who serves the customer. Don't forget to be in touch with them, because they are the ones who are going to give you a lot of insights into what is the change in the customer behavior, what is the next need of the customer. So keeping and reaching out to the last mile employee and to the customer is something every retail business should continue to do.
That's really amazing to hear, and keeping the customers in the center of your business is key. So great words of wisdom for everybody. But thank you so much, Johnny. It's so wonderful to have you here. It's so great to hear your thoughts, and thank you for taking this time to share that your learnings, especially during these challenging times, and how you've been able to cope up with these challenging times with the audience here. So thank you so much for
Thank you very much for having me, and thanks the Times Group and Arun. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good day.
Yeah. Have a nice day.